This is a dredging project at the city of Los Angeles, Machado Lake in the San Pedro region. You see a dredge machine that is dredging sediments from a very shallow lake. The sediments are then pumped to the lake shore and they go into two separate tanks where they're mixed for further processing. Before they enter the tanks, there are shakers on top that take out any solids larger than 1/4 of an inch. Finer material ends up inside these tanks. They get mixed and then they get pumped to another set of tanks for further separation of finer materials. The next set of tanks that the material enters are called the hydrocyclones. Material in the green structures on top gets separated. The sand gets separated from the finer material. Sand ends up on the chutes and down the conveyor belt, and the finer material gets pumped into the tanks below and then pumped to these clarifiers, green clarifiers, for further separation of water. The solids settle at the bottom of these green tanks and then they get pumped through a set of pipes to be further dewatered. The next step in the dewatering are the belt presses. The material enters a set of belt presses where the mixture gets squeezed between two belts that are made up of different sieve sizes. The water squeezed out gets recirculated back into the system or pumped to the lake, and the drier material, the solids, the fine solids, after they pass through the set of belts, end up down the chutes onto conveyor belts. Then the material gets conveyed and piled. The material that comes out varies between 100 to 200% in moisture. Then the material gets piled, loaded onto trucks, and piled throughout the site for further characterization based on contamination levels. The material is then hauled off-site to proper disposal sites. The on-site dewatering plant will be demobilized after dredging, and the site will be restored to its original condition.